me feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't hit Drake about. I think I told you guys the last time I hit Drake about some shit. Like I'm trying to not be so much the insider for this new drop and be a fan. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I think it's going good. Why? Because Drake's putting some effort into it, so I could genuinely feel confused. I could have questions, and I'm this time around not relying on the idea that I have a relationship with him to be like, yo, so you tell me what I'm supposed to get from this, right? Instead, I'm actually being a fan, which is actually good. The Iceman episodes, I thought the first one was good. The second one, I was like a little bit disappointed, even though I guess that was a preview to which one. And I've been really trying to figure out. It feels like Drake is trying to tell us a story. There's constantly a theme. He's wearing the same clothes. There's a bunch of things that looks like he's filmed that's supposed to carry on a plot. Don't know what he's trying to say. We see him working in an ice factory. That's like the ice element, but we see Pinocchio. We see him in these vintage spots. Obviously, we now know he was in Manchester. That was because he was linking with Central C, but we also saw him in Toronto. What is really the theme behind this album? Shout out to my man, What's the Dirt? He did a pretty good explanation of, little tidbits that he took away from it. And, this is 25 minutes. We're not going to play the whole thing, but we should probably play a little bit of it if you guys didn't know. And again, we are in the age of, I think artists are realizing, the top tier artists, is that fans want to feel challenged. They want Easter eggs and shit like that. And I think Drake might be appealing to that. So let's listen to a little bit of what.
All right, guys. So 20 days ago, Drake dropped a stream titled Iceman Episode 1, which is something that we did break down on the channel. Now, a lot of us assumed that this would be a series of streams, and that turned out to be 100% correct, because on July 24th at 9 p.m. Eastern, Drake dropped Episode 2. It's not easy to predict what he's doing with this rollout, like where this is going. So Drake is currently touring Europe right now, and when I looked at his schedule, I was really puzzled as to how he would even find the time to film the next Iceman episode. Everything that he's been doing takes an extreme amount of effort and time, and the fact that they're pulling things off like this on his day off between shows is really a testament to just how hard this team is working. It really seems like he's constantly working. Like, I don't even know when he sleeps. The first thing that we see is a black screen with nothing on it, and we hear the voice of an unknown man.
What's going on, man? It's been like 3 weeks since they found your truck. Shed is empty. No one can find you. You're not picking up. Everybody's looking for you, bro. This is going to be a problem.
I don't know who this man is, but it is a unique recording, as I can't find a single piece of media, a movie, or any audio that matches this quote. The man says that a truck was found 3 weeks ago, and this aligns great with the Iceman Episode 1 drop, as we had Drake driving the delivery vehicle 19 days prior, which is pretty much 3 weeks. It's for that reason where I believe the voicemail from this man really acts as a narrative bridge to tie the two episodes together. So he ends off Episode 1 in the truck. Now it's 3 weeks later. So Drake is really building on this character arc, and make no mistake, there is a story being told across these episodes. It's insanely cryptic, all of it. My theory on the voicemail is I believe the man leaving the message and what he's saying could be tied to Drake turning his back on UMG. As you know, Drake is currently in a legal war with the label, and after Not Like Us dropped, it's highly likely that he completely cut off communication with the label. Knowing who Drake is and what he meant to UMG, Drake going ghost probably made them pretty nervous. While all this is going on, Drake is quietly planning this lawsuit, and the label had no idea what was about to hit them. They probably tried to get in contact with Drake for a while, and he didn't respond. The man on the call sounds irritated and almost panicked. He's saying nobody can get a hold of you. This is going to be a problem, and you got to keep in mind, Drake acted as the label Superman for 15 years. A lot of the features and favors that he was doing were for artists under UMG. We're talking about a lot of money. Like, this is big business. Now all of a sudden, artists like DJ Khaled, who is under UMG, isn't getting a feature from Drake anymore, and that was literally the entire rollout for his album. The man had to cancel it because of it.
This guy's got 2 Drake songs on there. Okay, 2.
I'm curious to know how many other artists from UMG that he's shutting the door on. Drake's first musical release after the beef was on June 4th with Wagwan Delilah, a complete spoof parody track, and at the time, most of us were wondering what the fuck Drake was doing because this seemed to be the last type of track to drop directly after his beef with Kendrick. However, it's with this record where I believe he was simply trolling UMG.
Wagwan Delilah, double date me if you like me.
I think Wagwan Delilah was the first time they heard Drake's voice after the beef. Like, this is how they heard from him. Shortly after the beef, UMG dropped 2 pre-recorded Camila Cabello tracks with Drake that they already had in the stash. Drake then leaked a bunch of his own music on the Plot Twist Instagram, clearly without UMG's approval, since they flagged the post and rushed the songs to streaming. He followed that up with a full collab album with Party Next Door, who signed to OVO, not UMG. The project dropped under Santa Ana, which was Sony, limiting UMG's profits. From there, Drake did a Spanish feature with Chino Paquez, another artist signed by Drake for 1 album, and a new collab with Smiley, another one of his artists. Even when you look at the credits on the Party Next Door project, there isn't a single UMG artist. It has mostly independent Canadian producers, and there's no UMG in sight. And to me, this is what Iceman really means, is all this. When Pusha T claimed that UMG stopped the Kendrick verse on the Clips album, I believe him because I think they didn't want to piss Drake off even more. It's pretty obvious.
That's what Anthony Celeste told me. It was like UMG tried to salvage the relationship. This is before the lawsuit. And they were just saying, yo, Drake is upset. We don't want to piss him off anymore. Let's try to fix it. Okay?
Obvious they had high hopes of patching things up with Drake, but I can almost guarantee that that's never going to happen. Just take a look at the artist that he took out at Wireless Festival. Lauryn Hill, look into her history on how she feels about record labels. She is someone that had deep, ongoing issues with Sony and Roughhouse. She hated it, she walked away, and there are a lot of theories for what exactly happened with her and the industry. Bryson Tiller, under Sony. Lotto, Sony. Vanessa Carlton, this young girl was supposed to be a superstar, and it was with the exact same record that she played with Drake at Wireless, 1,000 Miles, that got her signed under UMG. Coming into her second album, she hated working with this label. She had zero creative control. They controlled her entire life. She absolutely hated it, and the industry chewed her up and spit her out, and she left in 2005.
My dream came true. I got this record deal. I thought it was gonna, it's gonna be this amazing situation. And at the end of the day, I was in a really bad situation with the people that I was working with.
Make her boobs bigger, make her butt higher.
There was a lot of weirdness. There's a lot of possessiveness that was happening.
Jay Huss, independently signed. 21 Savage, Sony. Mario, another artist that was used and abused by the system who had such little creative freedom. He walked away from the label in 2015 and went independent.
Well, you said you had to leave 600 songs behind when you left.
Yeah. I left. There's a lot of songs that they had. I can't remember the exact number, but yeah.
A lot of songs.
Yeah.
Bobby Valentino, another artist who was under UMG that voiced his frustrations with album delays and less expected sales. He was dropped in 2008 and went independent.
Then you go get a label situation, and then here comes the label telling you what producers to work with, what your sound is.
That's an interesting take by What's the Dirt, right? I'm not gonna lie. I was thinking, I'm like, yo, Drake been trying to stay away from these U.S. artists, man. Like, he ain't been fucking with these niggas like that, bro. And to me, I was looking at him saying the whole UK rappers are the best rappers in the world. I'm like, damn, he got something against like some of these niggas who probably didn't stand up for him. But I don't know. Maybe it's one of those things where Drake is like, yo, I'm done doing favors for niggas. Maybe.
And then when it doesn't have success, you're going to drop me. It's like, oh, well, it didn't work. Peace.
Sexy Red, not with UMG. She's with Gamma, independent label. Burna Boy, Warner. Skepta, independent. Central C, Sony. Vibes Cartel, independent. Dave, independent. PopCam, Warner. Rema, was signed to a label called Maven, and in 2024, that label was purchased by UMG. Just 2 months after UMG made the purchase, he went into a Twitter rant and said the following: "Shakes my head, the fuck is this? Labels, get creative. Stop trying to clone me. No new music. Sorry. I'm too big for fake PR. Bye." He completely removed the label information from his Instagram and all of his socials. Like, industry insiders are saying he left. It's not confirmed, but it's obvious he's not happy. Every single guest at Wireless has either absolutely zero ties to UMG whatsoever, or they worked for UMG in the past, got taken advantage of, had a terrible experience, causing them to leave, or they got dropped and discarded like they were nothing. Not only does it seem like Drake is not collaborating with anyone under UMG's umbrella musically, but when it comes to UMG pulling in profit from artist show money, he seems to be making a statement with this also. "Yeah, sorry, my delivery days are done. I did it for 15 years. Here you go, take the keys. The truck's empty."
Yeah, I wonder, that's interesting. That would be an interesting play if Drake is like, you know what? Y'all really co-signed a nigga aiming for the jugular when I've held this label in terms of urban music afloat. I've given every artist a feature. I've been the thing that's given them the stimulus package to generate revenue. I've generated revenue by dropping consistently over and over again. And this is how y'all repay me. All right, bet. Let's try this. Let me go help out everybody else that's not with y'all, and let's see if y'all feel it. That would be interesting.
Middleman lined it, and I cut him out the deal. Turn cutthroat for real.
The sad truth is, most artists who leave major label deals never regain their momentum. At Wireless, Drake had special guests with long-standing issues with record labels, and that wasn't random. This is a quiet and calculated move that mirrors the narrative within his lawsuit.
You Neo in the Matrix, these niggas just Nemo in the ocean.
Drake has been laying out all the clues. Like, the guy is going independent, 100%. In episode 1 of Iceman, Drake is working at the manufacturing plant. He's a cog in the machine, just another worker inside the system. We see flashes of a young, hungry Drake, just a naive kid chasing the dream, but that innocence fades fast. The scene shifts to something far darker as we see Drake surrounded by guns with 2 larger rifles aimed at one another. And from the beginning, I saw this as a metaphor for the war with the label system, specifically UMG. When Drake clocks out and slams that gate shut, it is symbolic. He's not just ending a shift, he's walking away from the machine and he's going to war against them. Some rumors say that Iceman is the final album that is owed to UMG under contract, and if this is true, then it all makes sense. This is it.
Chat, let me tell you this. It gets spooky every time that last album comes. By the way, I've heard the same, that Iceman is the last album. I heard there's a lot of things still happening, moving parts. A lot of things. I'll give y'all a tidbit, chat. I went down a rabbit hole, chat. I was upset. This last 2 weeks. Everybody know NBA Youngboy is a close friend of mine. He's not an industry darling. I've always supported him. He supported me. I wasn't happy with some of the lack of placements that he was given and shown, despite the fact that he is and one of the biggest artists in the game. And I went down a rabbit hole and I talked to a lot of people. And I actually did come up with some answers. And the answers, and this is for YB fans who I know people trying to get on y'all like, YB flop, this and third. Is going to come back to this Drake point I'm making. This is Youngboy's last album on Capitol. He might not return. They have no incentive to push this shit like he's the biggest guy in the world. They have no incentive to push it. They've been trying to get him under another contract. He just got out of jail. They want to get him on another contract. He got a big-ass tour that he's about to do. He hasn't agreed to anything. They're not going to go crazy and let you go sell 150,000 records and then you walk away to another company. No, nigga. Agree with us, stay in the plantation, and we'll make you win. That's how it is. So what I was told was that his label was more culpable, more than maybe DSPs and everybody else. He's on his last album over there. And I hear he's talking big shit again. He's talking big money. He wants big. If they want to keep him, he want big money. They, of course, don't, labels be, they try to lowball you. But when you think about the album, there was a lot of conversations that was supposed to be had, which is like, hey, listen, we can't have this motherfucker go sell 150,000, then he don't re-sign with us, and he walk right back over to Atlantic. Yes, Atlantic wants him back. Surprise. They have new management. Shout out to Elliot over there. They want him back. They want him back. You get to realize when it comes to music, there's so much things happening in the background. This is supposedly Drake's last album. We're going to see a lot of interesting shit.
Iceman is his last work shift. He's done. So to me, it only makes sense that when he parks that truck and 3 weeks later, the man is saying they found it and it's empty, that's because Drake's days as UMG's delivery boy are over. And to me, this is a huge part of the premise behind Iceman and like what all this means. Anyways, the scene switches to a brick wall and you could see there's a door with a Pinocchio drawn onto it. Now, I actually tracked this exact location down, and as you could see here, the Pinocchio artwork isn't on the shot from Google Maps, so obviously Drake put that there for a reason. Filming it in Manchester makes sense because he had a show just the next night. Next, it switches to a scene where we see a pedestrian crosswalk sign, and I was able to find this location on the map as well. You can see that it's just up the street from the last scene. Something that you'll also notice.
This is another thing. You see, there's a lot of y'all YouTubers who keep talking smack about my boy What's the Dirt, but y'all don't put in half the effort. Y'all can't hate on somebody who works harder than you, who is better than you, and who is going to make sure he delivers and is more entertaining than you. There's a lot of y'all YouTubers, y'all mad at him for whatever reason. Y'all say, oh, no, you like Drake too much. You not with Kendrick. Whatever. This guy's doing a great job. Like, I ain't going to lie to you. This is some effort.
Here is that on the pedestrian sign itself is a hand-drawn sketch of what appears to be Spider-Man. And that's not even the first time that we saw this sketch. In episode 1, I remembered that when the scene showed the whiteboard with all the different types of ice on it, you could also see that same character again. At first, I really thought this was Spider-Man, but Certified Jarrett on Twitter claimed that this was the logo of Ben Dorado, who carried out a lot of design work for Party and Drake's album, and he also works closely with Drake's brand partner, Nocta. So I'm just not going to go down any Spider-Man rabbit holes yet. The scene then switches for the third time, and again, I traced it all on a map, so without a doubt, the last 3 shots were all filmed in the exact same area. As you could see here, this is the exact same location from Drake's stream. I saw people assume that this was like pre-recorded, but it's not. This is all live. Next, the scene switches to the inside of the building, and the business that Drake is at is called Sure Shot Brewing in Manchester. I even found a photo from this exact same scene with Drake on their website. They're a small independent company. Drake enters the scene still wearing the Iceman hoodie from the first episode, and you could see him looking at the red button on the left-hand side. Then he tinkers with the control panel in the front, which also has a red button, and the scene switches again, and he approaches another red button. You can't really see which buttons he's pressing. On Sure Shot's Instagram account, they shared some photos of Drake in their shop with the following caption. Had a new brewer start last night. He turned on the chiller, prepped the lines, and locked up. Not sure he'll be back. So he's turning on the chiller, which kind of, is in line with the Iceman theme. So for anyone that doesn't believe that this was a live stream, the company clearly said that it all took place last night, and they even posted footage of the cameraman filming. This was definitely all in real time. Next, we switch to a scene with a man wearing a Pinocchio costume standing behind a tree with a red trailer behind him that reads deliveries. That
is impressive he's doing it in real time because it looks like fans might have been there, but maybe they were prepped before, like, hey, listen, just don't interrupt. This is not the time for you to run up to him for a picture. He'll give you a picture afterwards, but just let him do his thing because it's live.
Up to 27 million, all in a day's work, with the word work blocked out. The scene that we're looking at in this case is exactly across the street from the building that Drake is inside. Pinocchio is stalking Drake, like he's watching him. The red trailer and the words that you are seeing is from a Royal Mail delivery truck in the UK. They have always parked their trucks in this location. Now, the slogan on the truck itself is interesting because of the number 27 million. This is the exact number of views that Kendrick's Super Bowl performance had on YouTube in the first 24 hours.
Might be a
Given the
stretch.
fact that Pinocchio is paired with that number, I just don't think it's a coincidence. Drake has made plenty of claims about bot usage, and now we've got a man literally stalking him in a Pinocchio costume, so there's no doubt in my mind that this character is meant to represent Kendrick. When we look at the character of Pinocchio, he is a wooden puppet fabricated by the man, and a fairy grants him the powers to be able to move around like a real person. From here, he desires nothing more than to be a real boy, and there is even a point in the 1940 Disney movie where Pinocchio is manipulated into performing at a puppet show by a fox named Honest John, as he ensures him that if he does this, it will make him a star.
Bright lights, music, applause, fame, straight to the top. Why, I can see your name in lights 6 feet high.
Pinocchio listens to Honest John, he does the show, and at first it all seems to be 100% worth it. However, he's ultimately trapped in a cage and is destined to be owned by the show owner for life.
To me, you are belonging. We will tour the world. Paris, London. You will make lots of money.
The role of Honest John in the Disney movie is an interesting parallel when we consider that John Janik, the CEO of Interscope Records, was so heavily involved in Kendrick's career. It's even more interesting when we see that John Janik has been named in the UMG lawsuit, where Drake's legal team have made demands to see compensation, incentives, salaries, and bonuses from John Janik specifically. In fact, it was just February of 2024, several months before the beef started, where it was announced that John will be shifted into a role where he assumed a greater responsibility over U.S. label operations for UMG. So I feel like this is like a bigger connection when it comes to Pinocchio and why this is Kendrick, because it all ties back to John Janik. Pinocchio was manipulated to perform.
I'm gonna be honest with you, but I haven't even. This is the first time I watched it. There is some things that from what I know behind the scenes,
in front of a packed house where he is lying to the audience to become a star. The two stories have remarkable parallels because Drake is implying that Kendrick is a label pawn in UMG's game. Drake has accused Kendrick of being a grifter and inauthentic. He's made claims of Kendrick's jealousy towards him and his long-standing desire to be in Drake's place. Like Pinocchio, Kendrick wants to be Drake, who is also known as the Boy, and with the assistance of the labels, he's given the biggest stage of his career. However, just like the 1940 movie, Drake is insinuating that all this will be short-lived because the facade cannot be maintained when it's built on a mountain of lies. This is not even the first time that he called him a puppet. He said it on Taylor Made.
Hate all you corporate industry puppets, I'm not in the mood.
While we're still on the topic of Pinocchio, remember we saw that Drake drew the character on the door next to that brick wall. Doors turn out to be an important theme in the Pinocchio movie because many of the doors that he goes through are metaphorical traps. They look inviting but lead to danger. It's with this symbol on the door where Drake seems to be saying that when it's opened up, Kendrick's lies will be devastatingly exposed. And yes, I did watch Pinocchio for this video. When it comes to the phrase on the truck, if you look closely, the word work is partially covered, leaving just the letter K and a period, which stands for KDOT. Now, to me, this part is probably just a coincidence because the sign that is blocking the word has been in that location for a very long time, even in older photos. I do think it's a coincidence because that sign, like, it looks like it hasn't moved in years. Drake closes the gate behind him and steps outside, glancing around like he's checking to see if someone's trailing him. Then we cut to another shot of Pinocchio, only now he's moved. He's no longer by the tree, as he's crept closer to the building, hiding awkwardly in the bushes. With that said, he's doing a terrible job of blending in. His bright red costume clashes hard against the green backdrop. He sticks out like a sore thumb, just watching as Drake walks right past him. You'll notice that Drake looks back in his exact direction multiple times. It's possible that Drake knows what he's doing, but he doesn't seem all that bothered by it. The scene then switches to a close-up of door number 1, where the camera focuses on security tracking labels. This is a sure sign that the area is being monitored, which might not be the best news for Pinocchio, especially considering what unfolds later in the stream. The scene then switches to a departure board for a train headed to York from the Manchester Piccadilly station. This train is set to depart at 2:44 a.m., and I confirm that this is indeed a regular scheduled route. So it's not like Drake put the words there, like this is an actual scheduled route at that station. And really, this is another strong indication that everything we are seeing is being filmed in real time. 2:44 a.m. is 9:44 Eastern. The stream was scheduled for 9 o'clock. It had a 10-15 minute delay, and as you could see, the clock that's rolling shows a time of 9:21 p.m. So again, for the people who think this is all pre-film, like, it's not. It's all live. What we see next is the Manchester Victoria Bats building. This is an old building that was built in 1906 as a place where people could bathe and shower. Next, we switch to various scenes within the building itself, and the common theme for most of the visuals is clearly doors. Unlike the closed doors shown with the Pinocchio on it, these doors are all open. This likely symbolizes what we discussed earlier. An open door symbolizes that secrets are no longer hidden. Something that was once private is now exposed or accessible. Multiple open doors also symbolize multiple secrets. While Drake was in the brewery, we saw multiple red buttons, and you'll soon see the name of the upcoming song that he previews is called Which One? Which one? Like, which button should I press first? Like, which door should I open? The scene cuts to Central C, dressed like a British mobster, clearly channeling Tommy from Peaky Blinders, who also filmed at Victoria Bats in Season 2, Episode 6. In that episode, Tommy holds dangerous secrets about government deals and intelligence operations. He really knows too much, and he fears that powerful people around him might have him killed, so he begins writing a letter that exposes everything, just in case he's found dead.
After I've served my purpose, I believe they intend to kill me. I therefore want to name a particular individual in this letter. The agent who has initiated and orchestrated this crime is Major Chester Campbell of the British Secret Intelligence Service. In the event of my death, it is imperative he be brought to justice.
Eventually, Central C, who again seems to be channeling Tommy's character, meets Drake at the top level of the pool and hands him a bag. Now, in my opinion, the bag likely represents one of two things. One, incriminating evidence that someone gave Drake, meaning he's in possession of something they never thought would surface, information that certain people are desperate to keep buried. Or two, the bag acts as a metaphor for the knowledge that Drake already has. Central C's character really could just be a symbol or a vessel. Whether it's contracts, manipulation, streaming games, dirt on Kendrick, or industry puppeteering, the bag represents all that. In theory, it holds everything that Tommy's letter contained at the beginning of that episode. The bag is most definitely the bomb. For Pinocchio, I was able to watch the movie because it's just one movie. Like, Peaky Blinders is a fucking series. Like, I would have to watch. I would never get the video done, but I did watch that episode, and this is what I came up with. The scene then cuts to a woman dancing in an empty pool to Drake and Central C's new track, Which One?
I'm at the club just a London burst. We are hitting at the pillow face first.
Keep in mind, this stream pretty much acts as the music video for this song. And when you think of a pool, it's typically a fun place that's full of life and energy. And one can imagine that a typical music industry video for a song like this one would fall into a much happier scene. However, Drake is threatening to show the other side of it by draining the pool. When that happens, the scene becomes eerie, and the fun facade behind many of our favorite dance records have a far darker backstory. The woman is wearing all black, and the scene doesn't scream party, but I'm trapped. In many ways, like an empty pool, the artist becomes a shell of one's former self. Again, that's just my perspective, my take. The song could also have some sort of dark meaning intertwined in it that's not visible to the general public. Drake has been known to layer subliminals towards people where only they know what he's talking about. When it comes to Drake, that's why you can't only focus on his rapping records, right? Because he layers different messages in like R&B records, or like it could be some happy singing song that might have something darker tied to it.
81, they'll bring the crashers to the party.
Central C and Drake then dap up, and he leaves with the bag, and the next scene focuses on the plunge bath in the building. These baths were typically really cold, so this could be another tie-in to the Iceman theme. Next, we get Central C sitting down, and he previews a new record.
Man, I call in my phone about beefing my feet in the sand as a juxtaposition.
I fuck with the record, actually, but I just don't, I'm not going to break it down now. Again, it's with this Central C track where Drake is just buying time so that he can get in position for the next scene. That's why we start seeing flashes of scenes that we were already shown. Eventually, we see the gate for Manchester Piccadilly Station, which is exactly where Drake needs to be to catch that train to York. The scene switches where we see Pinocchio, aka Kendrick, running after Drake. This is meant to symbolize that the evidence that Drake has in the bag puts him miles ahead of the puppet that is chasing him. It's really symbolic in the sense that Drake is saying, after everything you just did, you still aren't ahead of me, and you never will be. Lies can never outrun the truth. Your story is not sustainable, and what's in this bag is going to make sure of it. Drake is on this crazy next level cryptic shit, and if I'm Kendrick, he's probably tossing and turning right now. Kendrick's probably having trouble sleeping.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Listen, I would like to think this is not Kendrick related, because the last time we said Kendrick 3 times, it didn't turn out too good. So let's just leave that nigga alone. All right, that nigga. I think Kendrick is begging for round 2. Okay, that little leprechaun, he don't got nothing to do but write battle raps. He got a Euphoria Part 2, Part 3, 4, and 5. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm good. I don't listen, Drake, let's just talk about some other shit. Leave that little leprechaun. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. Yeah. Yo, if you think Kendrick ain't he ain't sleeping because he cooking up 20 more diss tracks. Nah, I'm good. We good. We learned. We good. We chilling. Nah, Kendrick, go over there. Go over there, nigga. Go dance with Sissa, nigga.
Pinocchio, they can't see. My nose don't grow, though.
We then see Drake walking through...
Chat, we not trying to get back... Bruh. As much as Drake is getting into his cryptic bag, I don't want Kendrick in response doing some other 10-minute song where people are... Come on, bruh. Nah, I'm good. No. This is straight Drake. This is only Drake shit. Okay? This is Drake's revenge tour, but let's not make it about Kendrick, chat. And I know Drake fans, no. Let's not make it about Kendrick. Kendrick has tried to steal every moment from Drake in his life. He would love to do this too. Don't make his rollout about Kendrick. I'm telling y'all now, y'all Drake fans, don't make it about Kendrick. Because Kendrick would love to come in and swoop down and steal Drake's thunder and joy. Don't do it. I'm warning y'all.
Piccadilly Station, miles ahead of the puppet. He gets into an elevator and the instrumental starts, where you already know what time it is with this. We all know what Drake is about to do with this beat. I believe it's on this track.
Let me tell you this. The way I look at this Iceman whole thing, this is Drake realizing his friends wasn't his friends. What did I miss? I didn't know that y'all niggas had envy and jealousy for me. I was trying to give to y'all. Y'all was taking from me, but y'all had hatred for me. This era is, yes, I guess Kendrick and the battle plays a part into it, but this isn't focused on Kendrick. I don't believe, and this is where I'm gonna deviate from, I shout to it and I fuck with my man, What's the Dirt. I don't think this Pinocchio is Kendrick or only represents Kendrick. I think Drake's plight is bigger than that. It's for all the people that thought he was over, the people that regurgitated lies. They laughed and they danced at his supposed demise. He's going at everybody. One of the misunderstandings about Drake during this entire time is that Drake was only focused on trying to defeat Kendrick Lamar. I think the only song he ever only addressed Kendrick Lamar on was The Hard Part 6. Every other song he ever dropped, he, excluding TaylorMade. TaylorMade was pretty much straight Kendrick Lamar. But he push-ups and Family Matters, he was kind of shooting at a bunch of people. I don't believe that he's only like this new revenge, and I'm calling the revenge arc by him, is just Kendrick focused. I think, bro, I'm gonna be honest with you. I think he's more mad at LeBron more than Kendrick. He don't got no relationship with Kendrick. He's always thought Kendrick was just a bum ass nigga that wanted his spot. I'm telling you the God honest truth. He always just thought Kendrick was a hater. He never fucked with Kendrick like that. He always knew that a nigga that could barely pass the bar at Six Flags to get on the rise. He never was fucking with that nigga. He not disappointed with him. Trust me. I could tell Drake really feel a way about this LeBron shit. I think it's the LeBrons of the world. I think it's like niggas he gave features to. I think it's other people who switched up, other people he saw different things from. Of course, it's always going to be up with your op. Yes, that is his op. It's going to be up with him. But the idea that it's like, oh, me versus him in a different way. No, please don't give the little leprechaun that much credit. No, okay? This is, oh, word? Oh, yeah, I thought I was done. What did I listen? The idea of what did I miss is he didn't think that Kendrick fuck with him. What did I miss with the niggas that I fuck with? Okay, that's just my interpretation.
This exact track where he's going to expose some of the information that's contained in the metaphorical bag. When Drake catches the elevator with this playing in the background, it only spells out one thing. I'm on a whole other level than the guy that's still outside the building.
No, well, I'm disagreeing with my guy here, but I'm seeing it differently. This sigh of relief that he got away from Pinocchio is one of those. You know, remember when he showed up to that show with the bullet holes and it was smoking? This is like relief. He got in the elevator and he's like, oh, I got away, despite the lies, despite the liars. I got away and I still got the shit on me. That's how I look at it. I'm not going to personalize this to I've always said if Drake had just not given Kendrick the time of day, that boy wouldn't be at the Super Bowl. I think it would be a grave mistake for Drake to consistently. And by the way, he has done it recently because he definitely filed the lawsuit on the week that Kendrick was dropping an album. If Drake chooses to put Kendrick back in the crosshairs when he's rolling out his new project, he should be saying fuck you to everybody. It should be, this is what happens when a good nigga, well, not saying he's a good nigga, but this is what happens when a nigga get betrayed by all his friends. He comes out like this. But if it's still back with him and Kendrick, trust me, Kendrick is going to steal the spotlight. He's going to drop some type of weird song, and he's going to start doing a victory lap. They're going to be fucking crip walking again, and they're going to be doing like, come on, Mustard is cooking up a beat right now. Like, come on, bro. We don't even want that shit, bro. Come on, stop it, bro. Let's focus on Drake versus everybody. That's what I like. Revenge.
Lastly, we see the words coming soon with a Pinocchio silhouette in the middle, which means Drake is going to be exposing a lot of these lies in the very near future.
They might have caught this dude off guard last time, but like you do realize they're fucked now, right? They're fucked. I'll call it right
now. Nah, I love you. What's the dirt? Listen, man, I love Drake. Drake, don't listen to nobody but me. That boy Kung Fu Kenny, with no more lyrical sparring with him, no more. That shit is not happening. You are on your own path. Here's the thing. Them niggas is not interested unless you talk about them. They want you to give them a second year that he could go back to the Super Bowl and win some more Grammys. Because, like, come on, don't do it. Don't do it. The way, again, you say fuck the battle and you win the war. The war, it's time for the war to be determined. Fuck the battle, win the war. The way you win the war is going to be this. You win the war by everybody who claimed you were done. You show them that you were just getting started in your new peak. You start rapping more inspired than you have in years. You get back on your shit and you drop a fucking classic. You don't mention these guys by names no more. Well, you could mention like ASAP Rocky and them because what is Rocky going to do? I love you, Rocky, but what are you going to do, right? But leave Kendrick alone. And I'm not saying it out of place of fear. I'm saying it out of place of we have to understand what is actually smart. What's actually smart is not for you to still be attacking a guy who uses your energy to catapult his. When you talk about Kendrick, all you gotta just say a hater. That's it. No more directed bars like you. They don't no. Be like, yo, you switched on the guys and you supported a hater. That's it. That's all he gets. You just call him a hater or you just call him a bitch. That's it. You don't give him no more credit that everybody can be like, ooh, Kendrick, are you responding? They what? Fuck that. That shit's over. You don't do that again. You gotta let niggas earn their keep. You let niggas earn their keep. I'm telling you, Jay-Z, he might be a lot of things, but he had the right formula when he was subliminally barring niggas to death and didn't just give them stimulus packages by just naming them. You know the game wanted him to name drop him, right? You know Jim Jones wanted him to name drop him, right? There are so many people that wanted Jay at his height to just pass the clout over by basically saying, hey, I'm in a rap battle with this guy who was pretty much undeserving. Jayceon Taylor, the game was smoking hot at that time, but he wasn't on Jay-Z level. He wanted Jay-Z to engage. Keep inching into danger zone. You gonna make that boy whole, put your name in the song. If you that hungry for fame, motherfucker, come on. Say when. Take 10 paces in the sand. But on another note, about to take another vacation. Yo, listen, you gotta, yo, Drake, you gotta get back on you gotta listen to Hov. Get on your Dead Summer shit. No more mentioning these niggas' names. These guys are waste men. Straight up. Look how Jay does barred niggas up. Dear Summer, I know you gonna miss me. Before we been together like Nike ears and Chris T's, S. Dot with a polo fleeces, purple label shit with a logo secret. Give me a couple years and I might just sneak in a couple words and like peaches and herbs. We'll be reunited and it feels so hood. Have the whole world saying, how you still so good? Well, I do this in my slumber, Summer. I ain't none of these half-ass newcomers. You know what I do. Summer, I drop heat when you bring the sun up. The combo make niggas act up. I pick the gun up. Niggas back up. They know I'm not no fronter. I don't talk shit. I just flip it on ya. Sorry, Lance. I'm just trying to advance my quotes. You see the on Rivera reference? But I ain't make you the butt of my jokes, but let not stray from what I came to say to my beloved. Think we need some time away. They say if you love it, you should let it out of its cage and fuck it if it comes back. You know it's here to stay. It's tugging at my heart, but this time a part is needed from the public who should have gave me the... Come on, man. But you know me, thugging to the casket dips. But it still shine light on all my peers. I know they weird, some of them queer. But I still want them to share in all the success that I received. I know they can't believe I still love them, but they don't love me. They're like the drunk uncle in your family. You know they lame, but you feel ashamed, but you still love them the same. Yo, he's barring these niggas up. Not one they mentioned. These niggas they were probably on the block in front of the boat. They could, nah, Jay talking about me. Nah, he talking about me on that one. Nah, that song was for me. No, it wasn't. Shut your bitch ass up. But it's like when niggas make subliminal records. If it ain't, this was the irony of the whole thing. This was the biggest subliminal record. It's like when niggas make subliminal records. If it ain't directly than me, I don't respect it. You don't really want to withhold for the record. I put a couple careers on hold. You could be next, kid. Keep inching in the danger zone. You gonna make that boy whole. Put your name in the song. If you're that hungry for fame, motherfucker, come on. Say when. Just take 10 paces and spin. But on another note, about to take another vacay, another boat. Goddamn, a motherfucker wrote his way out the hood. Oh my God. Niggas can't fuck with me. I'm in a good mood. You lucky. I got a good groove. And I ain't trying to fuck my thing up, but I will lay down a couple green bucks to get you cleaned up. Non-Pulp Fiction. Colt Thorpe Fifth. Come on, man. Yo. Come on, man. Come on, man. And then, when he had to get that Beanie Siegel, I ain't gonna lie. Now, was it Beans? He did Beans dirty, too. He did Beans dirty. It was Blueprint 3. He did Beans dirty. Yo, Drake, don't listen to nobody. Listen to my advice. Never say these niggas' names again, bro. Listen, if they gonna say you don't win no battles or you won all your battles or you 1-2, who gives a fuck? You the biggest. Fuck these niggas. You get what I'm saying? They can't make headlines without you. Even when they say you lost, they got to talk about you. Fuck them. What we talking about? You see, that's what Jay-Z was on. What we talking about? This is what Jay-Z was on in his later part of his career because he realized clout chasers and niggas that wanted his spot was just dissing him left and right. What we talked about. Listen, you got to listen to these lyrics. Man, hold on. Right here. Right here. No. It's not what we talking about. Is it what we talking about? Nah. It's not what we talking about. What is it? What's the name of that song? He'd be like, yo, I could have killed a couple rappers. Like, I love when he had bar niggas up. See, Kendrick even used that line. I could have killed a couple. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Jay-Z. Barred them niggas up. Jay-Z wasn't giving no nigga no clout. Listen to what that nigga Jay said. I think it was the third verse. So I was going to kill a couple rappers, but they did it to themselves. I was going to do it with the flow, but they did it with the sales. I was going to 9/11 them, but they didn't need the help, and they did a good job. Them boys is talented as hell, because not only did they brick, they put up a building as well. They ran a plane into the building, and when that building fell, ran to the crash site with no mask and inhaled toxins deep inside their lungs until both of them was filled, blew a cloud out like a L into a Jordan, took a smell, because they heard the secondhand smoke kills. Niggas thought they was ill, found out they was ill, and it's like you know exactly how I wanted you to feel. Body niggas. Body niggas. Body niggas. Yo, he was giving niggas subliminals even on Lost One. I heard motherfuckers saying they made Hove. Made Hove say, okay, so make another Hove. Niggas wasn't playing their day role, so we parted ways like Ben and J-Lo. I should have been did it. But I've been in the days, though, I put friends over business end of the day, though. But when friends' business interests is day glow, ain't nothing left to say, though. Guess what we forgot what we came for. Should have stayed in food and beverage. Too much flossing. Too much Sam Rothstein. I ain't a bitch, but I gotta divorce them. This is what he was talking about. I gotta split this Rockefeller shit, man. Dame, go over there, nigga. Go get your teeth back. No, I'm playing. Dame, I love you. And I ain't even want to be famous, but niggas is brainless to necessarily go through these changes. And I ain't even know how they came to this, except that fame is the worst drug known to man. It's stronger than heroin. Well, you could look in the mirror like, there I am, and still not see what you become. I know I'm guilty of it too, but just not like them. Oh my God. Jay was going crazy. Yo, Jay went so crazy. Beanie Siegel was losing his mind. Beanie Siegel, Charlemagne. That's when Charlemagne got fired too. He did an interview. It was in Philly. He was in Philly at that time. Nigga got fired right after that. Look. Right here.
Jamming 94.
What's this?
What the fuck? Y'all back and let boot cops and the police come in there. He's standing right there. Dog, that's how you feel. I feel as though you owe me.
Hold on. Where is that interview? Nah, it was when he was on Philly, bro. And he was breaking the lyrics down, and Charlamagne was like, How you know that was about you? He was like, bro, I know that nigga was talking about me. And that's what subliminals do, bro. I can't remember. I can't remember. Beanie Siegel, Philly interview. I think it was 100.3 the beat. Something like that. Yeah, I don't think I can find it. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
I was the window of the outside world that they would never came in. So
it was really a family. Like people
here you go.
got in me. It's just me. Listen, I'm just getting my me individually, but I'm naming the pot already. They compare me to Big and Pac already. Like I ain't as y'all can
see, he breaking down the lyrics. Jay never said his name. Jay, but that shit was hurting his heart. Love you, Beans, but it's true. Jay was so nice with the subliminals. He was hurting Beans' heart.
Crack who have said it too.
Look.
Did some unadvised things like made mixtapes talking about camel hunting season and all that crazy stuff. So we know Jay, you know what I mean, Nas said that shit and excuse my language, and Cam said that in records, but then you got like P.D. Crack who have said it too, that he's just addressing those individual people, like, is the Rock in the whole, because, like, who else is he talking about? Like, Jim Jones diss him, Game diss him, and all these other people diss him, but when he say lines like, I heated up the Rock already, so why y'all, you know what I mean, can't get hot already?
He was talking about this song. What song was it? I heated up the Rock already. Yeah, he was dissing all of them. It was already home. Oh my God, he violated. Yo, Jay-Z on Blueprint 3? Bro, Subliminal's going crazy. Let me see. Heated up. Let me see. This is good. Heated Rock. Yeah, right here. He says, I'm in a hall already, on the wall already. I'm a work of art. I'm a Warhol already, on another level, another plane already. HOV, I got my own lane already. I done cooked up the Rock already. So why the fuck can't y'all get hot already? Put your name in a pot already. Niggas compare me to Big and Pac already. Like I'm already gone already. And I'm a nigga, I'm already home already. And if y'all can't already see, I ain't worried about y'all because I'm already me. Yeah, do you already. Enough with the complaining, boo-hoos already. Eat food already. Ain't nothing given. You gotta claim your shoes already. That shit was punching like Mike Tyson to Beanie Siegel. That nigga went to the radio and answered a line that never said his name.
And all these other people diss him, but when he say lines like, I heated up the Rock already, so why y'all, you know what I mean, can't get hot already? Put your name in the pot already. They compare me to Big and Pac already. Like, I ain't, as y'all can already see, I'm not worrying about y'all because I'm already me. Like, when you listen to them lines, like, they them lines that's like, that I know, like as a rapper, I understand because I know what he do. Just like when he, like, this Dame and them, when Dame and them was talking about Jim Jones Cam was going to be the vice president and all that. When he came back, what was that album, The Blueprint 2? And it was like Hovey's home with the global phone and all of that. The number one rapping order, you cats overfelt yourself. You know what I'm saying? That was like not shots just that people thought was that Game. That was that Game bashing them too. Like I know when he's slick in records. You know what I'm saying? Because I know him.
All right, and that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Drake got to get back on that, bro. Yo, Drake, trust me. You got to go back to being a subliminal king, man. Go back to being a subliminal king. The field is stacked against you. There's so much. The hip hop so polarizing now. It don't matter who you beef with. You should have learned from the Pusha T thing. Pusha T got 15 fans. But when you go against Pusha T, you have so much haters, it looked like Pusha T got like 55 million fans. So no matter who you go against, there's a coalition of niggas that don't like you, that hate your run, They think you've been running the game too long. They can't wait for you to lose. It's like Floyd. There was so many people that would support the boxer going against Floyd, not because they fuck with the boxer, they just hated Floyd. So at this point, if I'm Drake, why the fuck even entertain a rap battle again directly? You already did your thing. Look at LeBron. Nigga never did a dunk contest. Come on now. Bro, all you got to do, bar these niggas to death. Subliminal. Make them go crazy. That's if I'm Drake, yo, they're all on your dick, bro. They're all on your dick. Whether you put out a good song, a bad song, you do duck lips, just bar them to death. Have these niggas on Instagram like, yo, why Drake dissing me? Why he doing this? That's what you was on before. And right when they come out talking crazy, just be like, I hope you're doing good, bro. Just let it go. Just keep moving on and just keep violating them like that. Trust me, bro. Got to go back to the subliminal game. That's my thought. Anyway. No. All y'all talking about, oh no, Ak, you're scared. No, it's because y'all want to see. Let me tell you this. It's like me. Yo, chat, put it like this. I've seen some of these guys like, chat, I've been doing YouTube for 15 years. There's nothing really bigger than the chat. Let's think about this, right? There's nothing bigger than the chat. But have you ever seen when there's a day when it's supposed to hate on Ak? It could be versus anybody. You see that person get the most retweets in the world. Why? Because there's a coalition of people that hate me, that really dislike me, that they've been waiting to see the downfall of Ak. They'll support any fuck nigga that goes against me, right? Like, if Freddie Gibbs want to get a viral tweet, he just has to tweet fuck Ak, right? When you get to that point, right, where you just have a audience of people wanting you to lose, why do you engage with niggas? Because it's only going to galvanize the haters to support the niggas going against you. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, put it like this. Do you think that all the niggas that are like anti-Drake right now just love Kendrick? My nigga, these niggas don't even listen to Kendrick. Not all of them. Some of them. They're just like, yo, fuck this nigga Drake. For whatever reason. So when you get to that point where you have a coalition of haters that just don't like you, why would you single out and keep going at one person? Just keep subliminally dissing them. You know why? Because here's the thing. The secret towards being like in this entertainment and like you know, when you're a public figure, and I've learned this, you know, and I'm getting better with it. You got to learn to use your haters. Got to use them, because I keep telling you, either fan watches one time or twice. Your hater watches 5 or 6 times. Your hater gonna make 5 accounts. You see, you block your hater, he comes back with a new account. You block a fan, he's so hurt he don't come back. That's the thing. Fan is gonna be hurt. A hater gonna make 3 more profiles. He might get a second iPhone because you know the new thing on Instagram, you block the nigga, and then it says you block all the accounts. Then nigga go get a new iPhone to go stalk you. A hater watches 5 times. A fan watches once or twice. So you got to learn how to string your haters along. This is why niggas like Charleston White win. You got to make them believe you're about to take the L, that they're always there, giving you engagement that you're profiting from. And right when they think they got it, you be like, next time. Until next time. Trust me. So you see, all the niggas who claim they don't like Drake's a cancer, this and third, they're just Drake fans. They're still Drake fans. Drake just got to goat them. Just bring them along. Give them something else to be a little bit mad about. Make it feel like he's about to finally take the L. Yeah, but giving another rapper, like, here's the thing. Niggas will support whatever bum-ass rapper that's going against Drake to hope that Drake loses. So don't give nobody the attention. And that's just my opinion. Y'all could disagree with it, but whatever. All right. Where we at? Okay, we got through a good amount. Oh, well, I guess I'll play this last thing since we're getting off of the Drake conversations. I feel like we took a while on that. By the way, happy Saturday, people. I keep telling y'all, I'm actually very Hold on. I'm actually very surprised and proud that. Wait, is that our real numbers? It's saying that we got like 18,000 people in here. Last time I looked, it was like 13. How many people on Rumble? Oh, wow. Did they front page us on Rumble or some shit? Must be. Oh, they did. They front pages on Rumble. Oh, shout to my people on Rumble. We got 6,000 on Rumble right now. Hey, welcome. Welcome. Oh, wow. We actually are, we are front pages on Rumble. Thank you guys on Rumble. Appreciate you. All right, so I guess we're legit today. We're almost at like 20,000 people. We have 10,000 on both of our YouTubes. We have about 3,500 on Kick, and then we have almost 7,000 on Rumble. Rumble, thank you guys. Okay. What I wanted to play was Drake, who in his Amsterdam tour, he said a speech, and this was his speech.
You never give up, no matter what you want out of this life. I hope you get everything that you want. But you never give up, keep going, not even on some preachy shit. I just want you to, this might be the moment that you need to hear. And the biggest thing I can say to you is, I didn't get here by being a piece of shit. I didn't get here by being a snake. I didn't get here by being a dickhead. I got here by being good to people, being nice to people, and my karma is straight. That's why I'm still on stage in 2025, trust me. And I appreciate you always supporting me, always being there for me. I love y'all. I don't have no jokes tonight. I usually tell a joke or some shit, but tonight it's no jokes. It's just love. I appreciate you so much. I'm working on this album for y'all, Iceman. We got a lot to talk about, trust me. All my dogs that was on the floor tonight, my big dogs doing their thing, I appreciate you.
That's dope, man. You know, I think Drake is being honest with his fans. And I think deep down he realizes that, you know, he's never expressed this to me. He's always was jovial, having a good time. But I do believe that this battle brought him to a very low place. Like, we're all humans. I've had really tough days online, and I was brought to really low places. And it was always you guys who kind of picked me up. It was always you guys, like, you know, when reading my messages, you always guys, you told me really good, positive things. You guys checked on me. And I think it's the same with Drake. I think Drake is really appreciative of his audience. I always told y'all, Drake's audience was always weird. It's like y'all for me. Like, there was a time you guys just usually just make fun of me, right? And it was never until I'm attacked that you guys like, all right, hold on now. Yeah, it's not nigga now. Hold on. We could get him jokes over. Hold on now, bitch ass nigga. It's the same thing with Drake. Drake fans are usually like, they have fun at his expense too. Right? Like most Drake fans, they'll laugh at him about maybe some of his clothing choices or the duck lips or whatever the case is, but they love Drake's music. It is what it is. But it isn't until they realize that the person that they like and the person that represents them to a certain extent, some people want not around. Like, people want to be done. Yeah, his fan base definitely has defended him. I look on Twitter, his fans are activated. You get what I'm saying? And they are, they could be just like Barb's in a sense. And I think Drake does appreciate that because he doesn't ask for it. He doesn't direct nobody to do anything. But he knows his fans are rocking with him because they care about him. So I think that's why he's speaking like that. And again, you know, I think his album should be more focused on his journey, not necessarily no other person. Okay. Chat, did y'all see this, man? Tory Lanez